Train. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Davis on the tackle. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Fernandez. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. 30, past the 20, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 83 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Fernandez. And it'll be intercepted. I thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's go.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45.
To number 80.
Give him 30 yards there.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing on 1st down, Fernandez. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down, Fernandez. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 7.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And his first carry, he loses the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on where the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for now on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're going to look to throw. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
The score, Lions 27, Bears 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Throwing after the interception, Fernandez. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fernandez. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. From the gun, Fernandez. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw on second down, Fernandez. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
But it's third.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From a yard out, and the Bears get a bit closer.
Point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Every week we... Talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Fernandez. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That catch good for only a couple.
34-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off the play fake, Fernandez. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown,
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the gun, here's Swift. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to air one out. He's got it with the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
First down.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To number 21, 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
so not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
From the gun, Fernandez. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Off play action, Fernandez. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Fernandez gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Fernandez. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Deshaun Hand. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Fernandez. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there in trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. If you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they...
And he loses the football the 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for the Bears. Touchdown. Beast, baby. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Bears 29.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 16-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll get this one to Golladay. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did on a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the gun, Fernandez. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fernandez. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Today's final score, Lions 50.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild